And up next on the news, professionals have explained that electricity theft could be accomplished via a variety of means, from methods of rudimentary as directly hooking to a power line to manipulation of computerized electrical meters. This is, they say, is most common in developing countries where power grids deliver inadequate and unreliable power. Afolashaya Hamzat has more on the report.
It is no longer news in Nigeria today that many consumers engage in short-changing the power distribution companies, DISCOs, part of which is the bypassing of cables, which has contributed immensely to the problem the company is facing and the entire nation at large, with about 60% of metered Nigerians engaging in electricity theft. Some concerned Nigerians gave their thoughts about how electricity theft causes revenue losses in Nigeria, which affects the economy, and how the new law which replaces the Electricity Power Reform Act 2025 seem not to be well implemented.
Electricity theft is a major problem to what the power industry is facing, because what it means is that energy that has been consumed, if it cannot be accounted for, that means it's a major loss of revenue, because we have to pay for every energy that is consumed by each and every individual in the society. So if we can't account for it by virtue of someone stealing the energy, then that means we cannot break even as a company. So it's a major setback for the company and the country as a whole.
Nǹkan tí ó bá yẹ kí kan generate from that to the government purse, and some people are stealing from that by doing all this by passing of electricity. It becomes something else. So instead of money to be going to the government purse, so definitely it's going to some people's purse. So that's one aspect that I would like to mention.
The loss of revenue will make it difficult for the maintenance of the electricity system, the network system. For example, if you look at the road, you see poles with wires on it. It has to be maintained. And that is why we keep having blackout in so many areas, in many parts of the nation, of the system. Why? Because there won't be enough funds to maintain it. And we also need extension. For example, there will be new areas in a town, a community, or a new town entirely that has to be added to the grid. When there are no funds, there will always be problems. So, electricity theft will make it difficult for any nation to expand its network.
We have some of the, the people that still engage in electricity theft in Nigeria. So nobody has been jailed. I've never seen anybody in that regard. Maybe there is a law or there is a court judgment that said that people should be jailed about electricity theft. So it has not been enforced. The law might exist, but it's not been enforced over time.
Generally in Nigeria, we have law in place. We have system. But our problem is human. When the law is in place, the law will not run itself. It is human being that will implement any law in any nation. But when insincerity is a problem in Nigeria, generally, insincerity. And that is why we have this problem compiling and compounding.
However, another way through which the problem of electricity keeps manifesting in Nigeria is the illegal and unwarranted connection by consumers in local areas and villages. Towns and cities are not also left behind in the illegal act, thereby causing a whole lot of damages to the transformers, eventually resulting to total blackout not only in the areas but other areas connected to the feeder, ranging to about 4 or 5 different communities. How to curb the ongoing struggle to reduce high electricity theft was further discussed.
If the company has the system to handle, to monitor, and to punish, you discover that everybody, Nigerians are as stubborn as we are. We are cowards. Nigerians will go abroad. The moment they get to UK, USA, they are born again. Let them get to Nigeria again. They turn the other way around. So that's the problem we have.
The first thing to do is to ensure that our institutions are working. Institutions in the sense that we have institutions that are supposed to promulgate laws. And we have other institutions that are supposed to enforce law. Because everywhere there is electricity theft, the only difference between here and the developed country is that there is an enforcement of a law.
If everybody is being metered well by using prepaid, then we need monitoring team to monitor it also. So that when you bypass metering, they have to check the service wire from the pole down to the house and check frequently, possibly once or twice in a month. So you might just carefully monitor if somebody to bypass it or not. But I think that's the best ways to meter every domestic building, including all this industrial community.
Afalashayo Amzat reporting for KAFTAN TV News.